All right. I'm going a little early today. I know I plan to go a little bit later, but there's going to be some fighting happening real quick here. So I wanted to go live for that if I could. Over here at this basic bridge, in 7 minutes, we're going to be fighting for this, basically. And I'll go over all the stuff about this event, but a quick kind of breakdown or summary is looking at the map. Um, Good morning, Prince Thagor. So looking at the map here, we've got this bridge. So the map is broken up into 8 territories. Once the bridges are opened, then we're allowed to cross over into this other territory. And by being able to cross over into this other territory, we can prevent the alliances from that kingdom from being able to progress. So looking at the world map, it's hard to move this map around. It keeps selecting. But right now, this is our home territory, and there's a couple of landmarks here, and we've got one of them. But once we cross the bridge, we can work into this new territory and start conquering these landmarks. And the goal eventually is going to be to get to the center and control the center. But there's all these landmarks and bridges along the way, and you have to control a bridge to be able to cross the rivers. Right now, I can't even attack threats across the river. If I try and attack a threat over here, let's find one I can actually attack. If I try and attack a threat over here, I get ready to attack it, and it'll say, oops, you don't control a bridge, so you can't cross. So the river is too big for my troops to cross without the bridge. So until that's done, we're kind of stuck. So basically, with this event, there's a lot to it. There is a lot to this event. Man, I don't know how many people are going to show up. Like, I don't want to go over all this stuff too many times, but I'll start covering some. So first, you have to be in an alliance to come to this area. Second, when you get in here, you click this Uncharted Seas thing, and there's the alliance construction. In here, you have your alliance overview, how many points you have. One of the things, it won't let you scroll this leaderboard. It only shows the top 7. You can't scroll past this. In estate development, it shows how many towers we have. We have 28 out of 60 towers. We have 36 resource nodes. We have 1 fortress. Alliance buildings, we have an iron mine. There's no other buildings, but we can only do 1 alliance resource at a time. And then there's the alliance research. Donating to research in this tab, if I was going to donate, I have to find one that's not maxed out, which is this one here, or if there's another one that's recommended, which it doesn't look like there is. To donate, you donate these parcels. So I can donate some of those and like, yay, I'm donating. And it gives me some crits and things like that. Well, to earn those, when you're in here, you click the research tab. Over here, the rate that pirate loot is converted into supplies. Well, that's important. And as you level up, your pirate loot excavation speed increases, as well as you do more research, you can increase the amount of supply you have. So see over here, this research level 8 costs 360,000 supplies, and I only have 116K. One of the researches that's very important is down here, this backup supplies. So once you research this, you unlock the backup supplies, and backup supplies are fantastic. So see this little barrel here with the treasure chest? When you click that, there's backup supplies in here, and they can be stacked up to 5 times. We'll see how many supplies there are. There's 640,000, and that's every 8 hours. And as you kill higher level pirates, that increases. So for now, when I hit collect supplies, I just gained a ton of supplies. So now I can start my research going to level 9, and I can also come down here and pick a research to start. So this research is 6 minutes. They did give us a couple of speed ups, so we can do some speed ups here and kind of blow through some of these researches to get a little bit farther. So this is really going to help with speeding things along. And then the battle research. The other thing that's really important here, I got to go check on the fighting. How close are we to fighting? 2 minutes. Okay. The other thing that's important about research, this battle research is very important. It makes a huge difference when you're trying to attack pirates. Also the research level on the left, research level 8, see how pirate health is plus 80? That increases my troops' health by 80, which is a ton, and it makes a difference. When I first landed here, let me go show you my reports tab. When I first landed here earlier today, I couldn't kill a level 6 threat. So we'll go down here. Level 6 threats were killing me. Even though I had them beat in the benefits and stuff, they have so much health. And my troops didn't have enough health. So doing a couple researches made it so that I can kill, 6s all of a sudden. Actually, here. So then I could kill, if I can find a 6. I started killing 6s somewhere in here. There it is. So I killed 6s. Like, look at a couple of researches and look at the difference. Now all of a sudden, instead of barely winning, I'm destroying it. How's it going, Void? You should be on the server. We're about to do some fighting. So now I can kill level 9s with the research that I've done, or level 10s even. So look at the level 10s, how it's pretty close. But after I do a few more researches, I'll probably be able to kill those. So it won't let me teleport in here, probably because we don't control it. So I'm hoping that these people, like the C-44, is here, and he's going to start some megas or something. So 15 seconds till this fight for the bridges starts. I don't know if there's going to be a bunch of people right here ready to start fighting us, or how that's going to work, and we'll find out real quick. So here goes the action. Oh, I need to get into my war spec. Okay, how do we unlock it? Unlocks after stage expanding land 1 of glorious history finishes. Okay, so he can get in there. Maybe I just need to refresh. Where'd it go? Yeah, so now I'm gonna get in there and rain that. Let's go with this march. I don't see anybody over here. Hey Devils, how you doing? I don't know if he's on the stream or if he's saying it on here, but basically it says this is occupied by pirates. Oh, so we have to assault this? Okay, so basic bridge occupied by pirates. After the peace shield expires, you can send your troops to defeat them. Each lord can send multiple marches at the same time, but cannot launch a rally. The march cannot be sped up. So it looks like we're just sending a bunch of marches at this to knock it down. And viewing the details, it looks like it takes a few health off each time. So after my march hits, I'll be able to show you what the report looks like, which is going to be just a second here. How's it going, Ghost? So that hit, and it looks like they're Christmas trees. I'm guessing because it popped up 3 victories that I knocked 3 points off of. I'm guessing I knocked off 3 points from the health of this bridge. I also don't see anybody on the enemy side attacking this, so I think it's going to be just us. I'm going to go look if there's any other bridges that are being sieged. Sorry if anybody gets sick. Try not to make anybody motion sick. I don't know if anybody's actually fighting for this or if it's just us. And oh, I bet you it's just us. I think that everybody opening these bridges will open up some fighting. Right now, I bet you this first set of bridges, they're probably stuck over here. So after this first set of bridges goes down is when we'll be able to actually start having some fights in here and doing some building our territories over into this region to try and conquer some of the landmarks. There was one over here, I just have to find it. It won't let me zoom out, can't see it. So here's one. So it looks like this pirate stronghold will open 9 hours from now. Oh, that's a horrible time. That's 3 o'clock in the morning. I will not be on for that. But I think the goal right now, after we knock this bridge down, is going to be to build our towers towards this landmark so that we can capture it. So we'll be building a whole bunch of towers to make our way over there. Get these out of the way. I hate having the red dots on here. But for now, I think we're just going to keep assaulting the bridge, and then I'll go over and cover more of the stuff in this event. So details here, we're down to 88 out of 50, or out of 150, so we'll just keep smashing this bridge. And then the bridge will open up and we'll have more territory. So without my airship, I lost troops. I definitely lost troops, and it doesn't say where the troops went. Like, they're not injured, they're not killed, but some of them didn't survive. Like, where did they go? That's a mystery. Let's go look at the hospital. So you see that I've only got 10,500 troops in here. It looks like the game is just eating my troops. Like, unless the march has to return back with them before it'll deposit them in the hospital. But it just kind of vanished some of my troops. So here it stole, is that 10%? Is it 10? Nope. So here they stole like 43,000 troops, just gone. So I don't know. Here same thing. There's a couple thousand troops that are missing. I'm hoping that the reports are just wrong and that once that march came back, it deposited troops into the hospital. Doesn't look like it did, so it just ate some of my troops. They're just gone. They're gonna have to figure that out. I bet you. I bet you they won't. Okay, party and kingdom chat. So, people are. Yep. I'm staying out of the chats for now. I can't control what people are saying, so I'm not going to mess with it. I don't know what's up with this glitch, and I'm kind of worried, right? So that's a lot of troops. It's a very significant amount of troops to just have vanish with no report. So these were tier 12, so that's fine sending my airship, but the marches that I didn't have my airship, I've got 50,000 tier 12s just gone. So it doesn't show them in losses, but it shows my March as way less than it actually was. I don't know. These Marches don't make, the reports don't make sense. Like it says only 571,000 survived, but where did they go? There's wounded, but there's no losses. Okay, I'm just going to count that as a glitch, a visual glitch, because I didn't see my power drop a lot either. I would have dropped a significant amount of power if I lost that many tier 12s. So, where's our bridge? Our bridge is up here. It's still not dead. Working on it. And it looks like it's going to die probably before my march gets there, because you're not allowed to speed these marches up. So, yeah, Sky, I looked. I don't see him. I'm hoping it's just visual glitch, like because my power didn't drop by huge amounts. Like if I lost 50,000 tier 12, my power would not still be where it's at. So I'm hoping that's all it was. Okay, so expelling the pirates, we got gold, iron, we got 5k gold and a bunch of resources. So, oh look, I killed some of the most pirates. And I can't read what that coin says. It's tiny, and when I click it, nothing happens. I got 400 of those coins. I think that's individual points. The way that I will be able to tell is the quest for individual points. So those coins are individual points. See here, I have 1,330 out of 3,000. I was nowhere near that. I was under 1,000 before. So now that we have the bridge, how do we start moving past? Are we allowed to build a tower over there? So now we can build a tower over here and start advancing. So just like in the other thing, we start building. So now we're gonna, once this gets built, we claim the large lumber mill. And so in this, some of the differences, and you guys can ask questions. I'm gonna try and kind of explain what I know, and I'll start over for some of you that are just getting here. When you go into the Uncharted Seas, this is what you see. This is your original map. Solo research, individual research is very, very important. It makes a huge difference. When I first landed in the Uncharted Seas, I could not kill a level 6 threat. I was losing for the level 6 threats. In this research tab, leveling up your research level helps a huge amount. So see over here on the left, pirate health plus 80. That's a little misleading the way it's worded, but that means the health of your troops when attacking pirates is increased by 80. And I think it means their actual health stat, which if we go look at the troops, it's a huge amount. So coming in here to look at an example, a tier 12 troop. So if we click this, he's got 195 health. Well, if you're giving him an extra 80, that makes a very big difference in the amount of time that he can survive to fight. So that helps a ton. Going back into the research, you have to get up to research level 6 before you can start increasing battle, but there's increasing their attack level. You know, see the pirate attack plus 12 goes to 20. The defense, first step is plus 2, next one is plus 6, and then health, I'm at the plus 6 tier. But you can research one of these at a time. Over here I started a research that's 27 minutes basically. I don't know if the times are going to change for the live version because the live version is supposed to be 7 weeks. So I don't think they'd give us a bunch of 20-minute researches if we're going to be in here for 7 weeks. I'm guessing they're going to be like 20 hours to research stuff, and it's going to take a long time unless you spend money. But you never know. That's an assumption, and it could be wrong. But yeah, basically in here, I'll click up here first. So pirate loot is converted into supplies at 36,000 an hour for my current levels. To earn the pirate loot, it's these treasure chests over here that I have 26,000 of. You have to kill threats or gather, getting them as quest rewards. So you gain the pirate chests, and they slowly get converted into these supplies. And supplies are what you use for research, donating to your alliance research, all of those things. So it's important. The most important research that I've found so far, backup supplies. This one right here. When you establish the backup supplies and you get this one done, it makes it so that every 8 hours into your little barrel, see the crate and barrel treasure chest, here's the backup supplies. So every 8 hours I get 640,000 supply, which is huge. That's way more than I could earn by killing threats. And it goes up as you kill higher level threats. So now that I've killed pirate level 10, it went to 640. Let me see if I can kill in 11. I don't think I can because I sent my airship away. Or did I send my airship away? Airship is not on the march. So let's see if I can kill a level 11 threat. And if I can, we'll see how much my supply increased. So let's send. Who do I want to send? I want to send someone off my wall. I want to send Aramis. So let's see if we win or lose this, and then how much it increases the supply if we do. So we did just barely beat it. Oh no, we smashed that out pretty good. So let's go take a look at the solo supply now, or the crate and barrel. So now it's up to 720,000. So that's the other thing you can do is, when I need to increase something, I can go in there, and if I'm low, like I was too low, I didn't have enough to increase my research level from 8 to 9. Well, I went in there and used one of my backup supplies, and then I started this research that's going on for 3 hours and 3.5 hours. And then I started another research of the fast transport. Fast transport increases the rate that you get your backup supplies, which is going to be important because the more backup supplies you have, the more you can donate, the more you can research, etc. So donating to Alliance research, when we go in here, there's this map that says Alliance Construction. When you click that, it takes you into this screen where you can look at the Alliance buildings, the Alliance research, etc. And in here, when there's not something researching, and the part that I haven't figured out in here is how to make a recommended, how to make something a recommended research. I don't know how to do that. I've tried. I'm in R4, so I should be able to do it, but I can't figure out how to make something a recommended research. So in here, you see how this first one, how we have the opportunity to donate, and right above it, it says donation opportunity, 14 out of 25. So I think it's every 10 minutes, it ticks up, and you can get another donation chance. So here, I'm going to start donating. I can get some crits and get bonus supply on that meter. Well, this is going really well, a bunch of times 5s. So I just keep donating until I'm out. And that increases every time I do it. I get solo individual points, which I'm working on getting to 3,000 for the Chapter 5 quest and finishing that off. All right, so we're up to 18 people watching. Thanks everybody for showing up. I appreciate it. So now I'm wondering, is it safe to teleport over here? Like, this is enemy territory, or it's a shared territory. So this is the zone that's going to be where the fighting happens. I want to look at the world map and see if I can navigate the world map. It's a little laggy. Definitely not super clean as far as stuff goes. But let's see, where are we? So see here, like when I'm trying to scroll the map because it's lagging, it doesn't register as a drag, it registers as a click. So it is often putting me into the map rather than letting me scroll. So I think the goal for us right now is going to be to go for this middle landmark and control that and not let the other kingdoms have that. So we want to start working towards that. It looks like the alliance up here is already up there. Which alliance is this? So Raw, W-A-H, they're already up here and they're ready to claim this. So that's good because they're in our kingdom. So that's a Kingdom 1 alliance. And they are ready to fight. We are going to have a much longer journey to get to our landmark. See, another misclick. So we're way down here. Oh my gosh, this map is so frustrating to use with the lag. I'm way down here and our bridge is in the middle. So we're going to have to come straight across to the middle. It's going to take a ton of towers. So I'm just going to start working on building towers. I hope that's all right with Matthew's plan and the other R4s, but as of right now, nobody's building towers, so I'm going to. Yeah, Tom, where were you earlier? I was trying to join an alliance so that I could get to the new zone, and your alliance was full, so I couldn't join you. And I'm already established over here. I don't want to abandon them. So for now, I think I'm going to stay. So here we want to try and do the same thing that we do in UAC, or not UAC, in Tides of Darkness. We want to go corner to corner, just the tip, so that we can maximize our distance across. So that's what we're going to keep doing. We're going to keep marching straight across and hoping that we can get there faster. And every time I post one, I'll link it and we'll start building across. Straight across to landmark. Okay. I was there, sorry, interested in what Muse is doing? Oh no, don't do it. Is he live too? I'm guessing that he is. Well, does anybody have questions? I thought that I was thinking that the action that was happening on the bridge was going to be like PvP action, but I wasn't realizing that we're still cut off from the enemy. It's about now that we're going to start seeing them, but it'll be a little while until there's any conflict. Let me scroll over and see if I can. Let's go look at their bridge and see if they're building their way across. So I don't see anything over here. I don't see anything over here. I don't know if either we can't see it or if they're just not going for it. And then up here, let's look at this other bridge. Their bridge up by the other guys, it's still occupied by pirates. Hey Void, you still in here? You guys should build straight across to this other bridge and see if you take this other bridge, if there's people over here, like if you're going to be able to come over here and start zeroing people and killing people, or if it's just empty. Like it looks really empty, I just don't know if they are. And we can't see it because it's locked. Like I don't know how they have it set. Nice. All right. Well, this won't be as long of a live stream as I thought it was going to have to be. If there's not many questions. The other thing I wanted to cover, not related to the Uncharted seas, but I found this. So in here in this version of test server, when you click the castle skins, there's a new thing in here. I'll move that out of the way. See this recycle skin button down here? When you click the recycle skin button, there's new tokens, and you can trade in one-day castle skins and other castle skins for these tickets. So you can recycle those, and now I have 6,400. So I can click the event store up here, and there's permanent castle skins in there. Now they're god-awful expensive. Like, looking at this one, it's 500,000 tickets to get a permanent castle skin. But eventually I'll be able to do it. Like, if it's going to let me trade in things like these titles that I have multiples of, like, that's not worth very much. But looking at some of these other things that I could trade in, I guess those aren't really as worth it, but I could start trading in some of these blue castle skins and trading in a bunch of stuff and getting tickets and tokens, and eventually I'll be able to work myself over there and get a free castle skin. So that's neat. Just this, along with the Easter egg, like the Easter egg event's a little bit of a bust on live server, but then again, like, it's a way to work your way towards a castle skin. And there's a very limited amount in here, but it's better than nothing. So the other thing I don't like about the store right now is the blue rare quality castle skins are the same price as the Mighty Teepee, which is a legendary. And I don't think that that's right, because when you're trading them in, they give you less value for the blues. So why would they make it so that it costs less to trade in, but it costs the same? Like, I guess that's Guns of Glory logic, but to me it doesn't make sense. So that's the other kind of new thing that I found. I've looked through here. I didn't really see anything else. I didn't see anything super magical other than this unicorn foal. I think that Shadow, the mod, if you guys know Shadow from the Discord, she will absolutely love this unicorn foal that's flying around with rainbows coming out of its butt. Like, I think that once she gets that, she can just retire and quit the game because everything has come true. But I mean, that's the only other thing that I've really seen that's kind of new. I looked through some of the castle skins. I don't know them well enough by heart to know if there's new ones in here, but I didn't see anything super new that I can, see. I didn't see anything in here that I haven't seen before that was like, oh my god, it's new. Maybe I'm wrong, and you guys, if you look through it, and let me know. Like, this one's cool. I just saw one that had ghosts. But yeah, there are lots and lots of castle skins. Okay, if nobody has questions, I think that I can actually end the live stream for now. I was thinking that it was going to be more action packed, but it won't be till later on that we can actually start doing some fighting and some rallying and that type of stuff. And I don't think we need to sit here for 3 hours while we build towards enemies that might not even be there. And going back up to where I'm garrisoned, let's call back and let's build another. So no one else is doing towers right now. I don't know if there's not another R4 on, or if nobody wants to like take the chance and place the towers. But I'm going to go for it. We need towers. We need to expand our territory. Let's do it. Exception. Why did it give me an exception? Okay, let's figure this out. Was I on top of something and I didn't see it? It looks clear. Okay. All right. That's it for this event. I mean, it's like a Tides of Darkness slash I don't know what other hybrid, but if you guys have played any other games, State of Survival, this is really similar to what State of Survival looks like. I think that Guns of Glory has started taking events from State of Survival that's wildly popular rather than Kings of Avalon, which was their previous model for taking events from and modeling Guns of Glory after it. So, all right. I appreciate everybody for showing up. I will be doing more live streams. I'm going to try and do them around reset or the first hour after reset each day, hoping that when new things unlock, there'll actually be some fighting and we could like have some rallies. Oh, wait, before I quit, there's one new thing that is absolutely insane. I can't believe I almost forgot to show this. Scrolling down the battle tree, there's a new thing called an Ultra Rally. Yes, not a Mega Rally, an Ultra Rally. So, it's stronger than a Mega Rally because you can assign 2 deputies, and the battle benefits are equal to the deputy's partial benefits plus the leader's total benefits. So, if you have a strong rally leader, and then on top of that you have really strong lieutenants, your Mega Rally stats are going to be even larger. Now, the percentages start off really small. So let me see if I can find the Ultra Rally. The Ultra Rally increasing stuff is in the Alliance research. So in Alliance research, there's the Ultra Rally benefits here. The first deputy benefit is 0.5%. So I'm guessing it's going to go from 0.5% all the way, 0.5% all the way up. So 5%. So basically, if you have 2 deputies, it's an extra 10% stats, 5% from each of them. And then there's an Ultra Rally chance. So I don't know. I'm guessing that it's an alliance thing. But basically, you run the Ultra Rally and just you get a limited number of them. But there's also a restoration of it. So it must be on a cooldown and it must stack. Like it's on a cooldown for X amount of hours, but you can stack up to 2 Ultra Rallies in your bank. And I'm guessing that's what this Ultra Rally chances is. So you can go up to 2. So you have 2 Ultra Rallies that can be stacked, and then you can run them. And doing this knowledge or this research will increase the amount of, or decrease the cooldown. And it looks like it'll go up to 100%, which is pretty good. Void's kicking my butt in research, it looks like. So there's that. But they did give us some speed ups, so I will be working on that. But I also need to jump back over to the live server and do some stuff on there. Like I've been heavily neglecting my main account to play on the test server, which is kind of backwards. You know, like I want to make the content and I want to learn, but I'm spending way too much time on the test server. So I'm going to have to balance that out. Okay, I think I'm done talking this time for real. I appreciate everybody showing up. Thank you very much. This time, you want to watch me do dailies. I'm not going to do that. Maybe tomorrow. But I'm really going to end it this time. I don't have anything else hidden that I almost forgot about. I think that's it. So thanks again. Oh, Che just got here. Che, I haven't seen you in a long time. This new event is basically a 7-week long event where we teleport to a new map. There's new threats, there's new research, there's new everything. There's 8 kingdoms involved. So on the map, the 8 kingdoms involved, when we click this, there is everybody starts in different zones. So there's 8 things around the map. And then there's 4 quadrants in the middle. As the things unlock. We unlocked these bridges just a little while ago. They were time locked. So now we can start moving into a shared zone. So we can start fighting the other kingdoms. But ultimately the goal is going to be to get your bridges down and conquer the middle, which is down here. And it's this mega Devil's Keep marathon castle. Conquering the Devil's Keep, if they keep it the way that they did during initial interviews, whoever wins Devil's Keep will get to pick one kingdom from the 8 participating kingdoms, and that will allow castle migrations, voluntary castle migrations, from one to the other. So say if Kingdom 524, my kingdom, for example, went up against Kingdom 525, and 526, 527, 528, however you want to do it. And our biggest competition, the people that we were having the hardest time fighting against, was Kingdom 525. We could pick them for server migration and combine our 2 kingdoms. But it's voluntary. It's not a forced merge. So with that being said, some people aren't going to know what's going on, and they're going to get left in a dead kingdom because they don't pay attention to kingdom politics or the game or what's going on. They're just sign on, do some dailies, farm stuff, and that's it. So they're going to get left behind. But there's also some crazy new stuff. Like the research in here is pretty significant. And the other thing that's crazy about it, when I first landed in here, I couldn't kill a level 6 threat. Doing the research increases your troops' health by huge amounts, only while fighting the pirates. So an example is down here, I'm at research level 3, but pirate health plus 6 means when I'm fighting against pirate camps and threats, pirate health plus 6 gives plus 6 health to all of my troops, which is a 10-15% boost. But increasing your research level over here, level 8 to 9, gives you pirate health plus 80. So that gives all of my troops 80 health, which is like 50%. It's massive, and it made it so that I can actually kill threats. And now I just killed a level 11 threat, but I think I would lose to a 12. So you've got to do the research if you want to participate in threats. But the rewards are really good. So we'll go into a report and look. Looking down here at the amount of experience, so see you get 25,000 experience, and then these chests, the 14,764 chests, that's pirate loot. So the pirate loot that you get from killing pirates gets exchanged into supplies, which is what you use for the research, alliance research, etc. I think that's it for the 3-minute, 1-minute summary. But right now it seems interesting. Who knows if it'll actually work when it goes live on the live servers, but if it stays a 0 loss or 10% loss event, people will like it because, actually the way this is going, I think it's got to be a 0% loss event. If it's 10%, that might even be too much if you're out in the open against some of these guys like Dark Mystic and Luca and Crispy. Like, if that's who you're fighting, if you're one of the smaller kingdoms or castles, even 10% would be too much to take a single hit from them. I got hit by Luca twice 2 weeks ago in Kingdom Raid, and I lost 300,000 troops. And that was 10% loss. So I don't think I'd be in here participating with 10% loss. So hopefully it stays a 0% troop loss event. Okay, summary over. Thanks for showing up, everybody. I know it's like the 3rd or the 4th time I've said it. I'm addicted to live streaming, but I will see you probably tomorrow, and hopefully there's some fighting and some action by then. But if not, whoever shows up, I'll do another summary, answer questions, do all that stuff. All right, see you tomorrow.